Okay, hello everybody. So we'll look at the final part of the question, which is reconciling the budget, and we'll just stick to using absorption-based costing. So the first thing we start off with is when we're reconciling the budget is the budgeted profit. So to get the budgeted profit, we work out the profit per unit, which is going to be the selling price, take away the total cost. So we can see for Abbey, that'll be 100, take away 85. The selling price of budgeted to be 100, take away the budgeted total cost of 85, which gives us a profit per unit of 15. And for Lee, it's going to be the budgeted selling price of 95, take away the budgeted cost of 75, which gives us a budgeted profit per unit of £20. So we get the budgeted profit per unit, then we multiply that by the budgeted amount of units that we're going to sell. So we see we're going to sell anticipated 7,000 Abbey and 9,000 Lee. So the budgeted profit is going to be 15 times 7,000, which gives us the budgeted profit for Abbey, plus 20 times 9,000, which gives us the budgeted profit for Lee. So the sum would be 15 times 7,000 plus 20 times 9,000. So that's the sum there together, and that should give us 285,000. We then want to add or subtract the variances as required. So first thing we'll do is look at the sales variances. So if we look at sales, we can see the sales variance overall was a favourable variance of £7,950. So it's a favourable variance, we'll stick it in there. We'll write F just to remind us that it's favourable. So we've got 285,000 as the budgeted profit. The sales are £7,950 favourable, which means they're 7,950 quid higher than we anticipated. So that's going to increase the budgeted profit by that amount. So the budgeted profit then will be 292,950, and that's the 285,000 plus the 7,950 to give us the 282,950. We then want to have a look at the cost variances. So the cost variances, remember there's two material costs. There's the cost of producing unit 1 and cost of producing unit 2. And unit 1 in this case was Abbey, and the second product was Lee. So to produce Abbey, the total cost was £3,760 adverse. And to that we'll add on the material cost of making Lee, which was £215 adverse. So overall then, for the material costs, there was a £3,975 adverse variance. In other words, producing the material cost £3,975 more than we thought. So I'll stick a letter A here just to remind me that it's an adverse variance, and it's going to reduce the budgeted profit because the costs are almost 4k higher than we anticipated. We've got the material variance. Next thing we'll look at is the labour variance. We can see the labour variance. The cost variance is £3,600 adverse. In other words, labour cost £3,600 more than we anticipated. So we'll stick an A. We'll stick the 3,600 in here. We'll put an A just there to remind us that it's adverse. Then we add in the fixed overhead variance as the final one. So the fixed overhead variance was £12,000 favourable. That means we've spent £12,000 less on fixed overheads than we thought we were going to. So I'll stick a £12,000 in there, and I'll put a letter F at the side just to remind me this is favourable. I'll add these together. I'll get the two negative or adverse variances plus the positive variance. Gives me an overall total cost variance of £4,425 favourable. In other words, the total cost of producing and selling Abbey and Lee was £4,425 less than we originally budgeted for. So to get the actual profit, we get the budgeted profit plus the positive sales variance, which gives us £292,950. To that we add on the positive or the favourable cost variance. So because it was favourable, we're going to add it on. That is, the costs were less than this, were £4,425 less than we thought. So we'll do the 292,950 plus the favourable variance of 4,425, and that gives us an actual profit of £297,375. So that's then how we calculate the total budgeted profit. That brings us to an end of the Abby Lee question, so hope you enjoyed working through that.